Tekken, because I specifically have a Tekken beat I want to play. Oh, actually, it's several. Play next. Play next. Stop remembering the low tier. I'm Tekken you right away. That's what it is. And this one is decent. Let's put that right there. Let that one play twice. Put the volume up. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Let me run that back. Now let's run that back. Y'all see the screen? Y'all see what's up there, man? Y'all know what I'm about to talk about. Y'all know what I'm finna talk about. We almost had KFC, Colonel, and Tekken. Bro, what is with all these missed opportunities for collab with food mascots in Tekken? Harada was thinking about trying to get Waffle House in Tekken, and now we finding out we missed the opportunity to get KFC man in Tekken. As somebody who doesn't play Tekken, I'm not gonna lie, this character will make me want to buy the game and buy whatever DLC contains him. I don't care about Tekken enough to ever give a flying fuck about the DLC, but this right here would make me buy the Tekken deal. We'll buy Tekken specifically just to buy this DLC and beat people up with the chicken man. Like, yo, imagine you playing Tekken and King come up and he try to grab you and you weave and you smack that nigga with a bucket of chicken. Imagine like, yo, hold up. So I ain't even read the article yet, but like imagine, hold up, I need some space for this one. Like imagine you're playing Tekken, right? You crouch dashing, Korean back dashing, back and forth, playing neutral, right? Imagine the Colonel takes out a biscuit and he just flings it while you try and dash forward and use a voice line to go, let's say that happens, right? You use a voice line. He has a special move that only activates while your mouth is open during a voice line. So when you dash, he dips back, he throws the biscuit and it flies into your mouth, and then your character starts going and then it puts them in a stun for like 10 seconds while they try and reach around their body and pull out a bottle of water that they have on their person and like pour it down their throat and drink it to like make the biscuit go down. And what if he had a move where he does like this and a chicken drumstick falls into his hand and he smacks you with it? Now wait, hold on. Theory time. I know what his rage art would be. So his rage art would be he pulls out a bucket of chicken just like his normal, where he smacks you with a bucket of chicken, right? He smacks you with a bucket of chicken, but instead of just trying to hit you, he does like this and tries to clap the bucket of chicken over your head, right? And he claps it over your head, and when you take it off, he's just standing there with a bucket of with two Popeyes employees, and he points to you, get him! And the Popeyes employees, they both punch you. They start punching you, they start hitting you, right? Then they grab you. Then he comes and he has two chicken drumsticks in his hands and he drop kicks you straight in your chest with the power of chicken drumsticks. Boom, you fall to the ground. He flies into the air with fried chicken wings on his back. He takes one of their specialty tater tot potatoes and throws the cup of like tater tots or whatever, or a chicken sandwich or whatever the hell specialty food they want to promote in the DLC. He cocks his hand back with that in his hand and he just lobs it at you. And as it comes towards you, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and more supersized, and then it crushes you. And then you seizure. Oh my God, my cholesterol is too high. And then you come back and you wake up, and that's the end of the rage art, and then y'all go back to the regular fight. I'm telling you, Harada hire me. I'm telling you, I already know bro whole moveset. I already know his whole moveset. He gonna have like all his lows, all his highs are gonna be moves where he flies up in the air and punches you in the head with like chicken wings. All of his mids are gonna be drumstick. All of his command grabs, he's gonna put jelly on his hands to make it harder for you to get out of and tech his grabs. All his freaking what's the bottom one? All his lows, like his sweeps and stuff like that, is gonna be like chicken breast. Like he gonna use chicken breast to trip you. No, he gonna use chicken breast for the mids, and he gonna use chicken drumsticks for the low sweeps and all of that. And then like jelly on his hands for the command grabs, chicken wings for him to fly up in the air and like do highs. I'm telling you, that would be a fire ass character. You telling me, if you had the opportunity to purchase that character, you would? The fuck out my face. Stop lying to me like that. Stop lying to me like that. Anyway, let's go on and read the actual article. Not so finger licking good. Tekken has had a few licensed characters over the years, but apparently series director Harada once asked if Colonel Sanders could be in it. Noctis, Geese Howard, and Akuma. These are all guest characters that appeared in Tekken, for example, all of which generally makes some kind of sense. They do share the fact that they're all video game characters at the very least. Sure, Negan is a bit of an odd one, but hey, all the vibes are more or less right. You know who would be... Let me pause this video. No. Bitch, I didn't want to turn on the volume. Sure, The Walking Dead's Negan is a bit of an odd one, but hey, the vibes are more or less right. You know who would be incredibly out of place though? Colonel Sanders. I don't think so. They had a fucking bobblehead dinosaur. This is the series that had a bobbleheaded dinosaur in one of their older games, like fighting people. This is, if I'm not mistaken, Tekken is also the series where you had the fucking car that was able to fight you. Was it not? Can you fight as a car in Tekken? I might be wrong about that. Can't change the store. It's like Daytona or Forza car, something like that. But I know there's a Tekken for sure where you could fight as a car. I'm pretty sure about that. If not, then it might be Virtua Fighter, but I remember it was a 3D fighting game where you could fight as a car. I'm sure about that. But back to what I was saying. Yes, somewhere along the line, Harada wanted just that and even went so far as to speak to the fried chicken producer itself in Japan. Harada recently spoke with The Gamer where he shared this strange little fact, saying, "A long time ago, I wanted to have Colonel Sanders from Kentucky." Whoa, that's not the establishment we're talking about, if that is one. A long time ago, I wanted to have Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken fight. So I asked to use Colonel Sanders and go ahead. I gotta reread that. I lost track. A long time ago, I wanted to have Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken fight. So I asked to use Colonel Sanders and go to the head office in Japan. The game developer explains he was given a bad look and the idea was declined, which isn't really all that much of a surprise, honestly. That is to me, because that's tons of free marketing. I don't understand why. Like, it's crazy they tried to turn around and make a KFC console with KFC exclusives, but they don't want to put no fucking character in Tekken. Nobody wants to buy your shitty console. Everybody would have bought your character if you put them in Tekken. Niggas got priorities in the wrong places. Tekken designer Michael Murray, who often translates for Harada, further explained that Harada went to Kentucky Fried Chicken and tried to get Colonel Sanders. They weren't very open to the idea. Sanders appeared in the game after that. Really? So maybe it was just him fighting against someone that was posing a problem for them, but it just goes to show how difficult these types of discussions are. I don't remember that. Well, I'm not a Tekken veteran, so let me see. Colonel Sanders. I hope it doesn't show all of these new articles when I try to search this. I'm also getting better at typing and talking. Yep, it's going to do that. Yeah, if any, I'm manifesting that some Tekken fans see this, because this is a video kinda about Tekken. What the fuck are they talking about? Colonel Sanders appeared in games after that. Am I like, is that a mistranslation? Did they misquote him? Like, let me know, because I'm not a Tekken expert. I have watched the insane lore of Tekken, but I don't like know the lore of Tekken intimately. I just watched that video because it seemed fun to watch. So yeah. Let me know if that was like a side thing they did or something. But so yeah, the Colonel did eventually appear in his own game, a dating simulator, no less. Yeah, I remember that. Even made his own gaming console. So maybe Harada would have easier time these days. He really should. He should. It would be funny as fuck. It would be funny as fuck. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. In case y'all think I was fucking playing. Like I said earlier, the KFC console, power your hunger. So the idea is that it's a gaming console. It's really just a fancy ass gaming PC with a fucking air fryer on the inside that you could put your chicken in. You know, if you like, as one gamer does, gamers don't eat Cheetos and ruin white controllers. They eat chicken. Everybody knows this. So like while you're playing on your console and you got some chicken on the side that you want to keep hot, you go ahead and put it in the damn PC. Look, there you go. There's a heat scan of it. My only real question when this console came out, because I wasn't streaming and making these videos back then, but my only real, and look, there's a space. Oh, VR ready. I don't believe that. 240 with, yeah, I want to know what standards they were testing by. But look, it's got some legitimate people working together. Cooler Master, Asus. I have Asus motherboard in my computer, Seagate, you know, so they got some legitimate brands working with it. But yeah, my thing about this is your computer parts getting hotter than they're supposed to be. As y'all seen in that last video with my computer crash, your computer parts getting even the smallest bit hot is not a good thing. So why the fuck would you have something that's dedicated to heating up food on top of your computer? That seems like a waste of money. And I remember it was like a band plus for this. Is there a way to order this? Okay, let me see. KFC console. Right, I'm starting to get better at typing and talking. This is why I'm broke. Okay, that sounds like they got the price up there. $2,000. $2,000 if you want to blow your crib up with trying to heat up chicken while you playing game. So if Tekken 9, if it's announced that Tekken 9 is a KFC console exclusive, y'all know exactly why. Okay, y'all gonna know exactly why. Some other FGC news. Some people may get sad about this. Some people may get indifferent, have all their fucking jokes and never heard of this game, fuck this game, all that, right? I am glad I'm seeing this news because I would rather a game get delayed and released good and fully functional with everything in the game than they release half the fucking game and nickel and dime me for the rest of the game later. And for those of you who aren't looking at the screen, the game I'm referring to is Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. It has been delayed to 2025. I don't think there's a specific time in 2025. And I picked this article in particular because it is very short. Publisher, Games. I don't know how to pronounce that. Western publisher, Arc System Works, and developing Eiting. What? Oh, that's the name of the developer. I was about to say, did they just misspell fighting? But no. Eating, however you pronounce that, announced a delay for Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. Hunter x Nen Impact will go its previously planned 2024 release. When was it supposed to come out? Because I don't remember ever getting a date. Sometime later in 2024. Okay, so it never had a solid game. Based on anime, which ran from October 2011 to 2014. I hope that they release it in the middle of the year for the simple fact that Hunter x Hunter is a strong IP, but Hunter x Hunter is not a strong enough IP to beat anything coming out in the middle of gaming season. You know, some of these gaming studios need to humble their fucking selves and stop trying to release every fucking game during November to December. I mean, not November, from September to December. Y'all don't have to release your games in the September to November fucking window. Release your games in the middle of the year. More games need to be released throughout the year. Less competition, okay? The delay was made to add rollback netcode to the game. That's a good thing. If that's the sole reason why they delayed it, I'm fine with that. Because in this day and age, especially after the Corbin blue disease, one of the main things that a fighting game nowadays get judged on is if it has good online and if you're able to have long distance tournaments. Especially a game that there's not going to be a lot of fanfare with. Let's be real. niggas love Hunter x Hunter, but they don't love Hunter x Hunter in a way that let's say a Dragon Ball game or a Naruto game or a One Piece game. Even if a One Piece game fucking sucks, there's gonna be a lot of fanfare. There's gonna be a lot of people trying to get that game to the forefront. There's gonna be a lot of people like basically giving a game free promotion by talking about it and like having it be a point of discussion. Hunter x Hunter, I'm not saying Hunter x Hunter is bad. I'm not saying it's good. I've never seen it. I just know Hunter x Hunter fans will ride for this fucking show, but it's not that many of them. And I'm gonna be real, it's not that many of them. It's a lot of people that watch Hunter x Hunter, fuck with it, but I don't know about enough people to want it to be a game, to this becoming reality and them loving it. It'll definitely have a player base, but not like if it was a Dragon Ball game or something like that. But whenever Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact does release, it'll be on Steam, Switch, and PS5. No Xbox is kind of weird. I don't know, that feels weird to me, but most fighting game, like if you go to a fighting game tournament now, for the fighting games that work better or run better on console or just, you know, sponsorships, they usually play them on PlayStations. They try their best to avoid Xboxes because like it's just easier to set up all of one console in a big room. Cause like for Defend the North, I went when they had Tekken in the main room, for example. They had like on the outskirts PCs with like off games. So for example, if you wanted to play, let's say Blaze Blue or fucking, what's the name of that goddamn game? I'm thinking of it. It's the same company. Oh, Guilty Gear. Let's say if you wanted to play Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, or some of the lesser known games like DNF Duel, Soul Calibur, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is considered a retro game because it came out in the 2000s and it had its own separate room and whatnot. But like, yeah, if you wanted to play certain off games, those were on PCs on the side. But the main console setups that were getting used all day and night were all PlayStations, were all PS5s. So that's just some insight on the FGC side, because this game is really gonna need the FGC to accept it. If this game doesn't get accepted by the FGC, this game is fucking cooked. All right, this game is fucking cooked because people outside the FGC is shrugging their shoulders on this one, especially because it plays like a tag fighter. And one thing I always say is I love tag fighters, but tag fighters are pretty hard to get the average person to play. The release timing for we sincerely apologize for the trouble caused. If you're adding rollback, no trouble caused. We made this decision out of concerns that players would not fully be able to enjoy the game. This is a statement by the developers, by the way. I didn't say that. In a state where some players would encounter issues with online play, given the nature of fighting games, the release date will be announced at a later time. We appreciate your understanding. All I remember is them saying they were gunning for 2024, but they never gave an official release date. And it seems like me clicking on that link earlier,